Hello, 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 everyone. I hope everyone's doing good today. Let me give you all a good old ham hi. I am your host, Zarataro, the lovable VTubing ham, and welcome to Yo, You Like That, the show where I bring on guests of the streaming content creation variety and we talk about something that they enjoy, something that's fun, something that's awesome, and we want to share it with you because the world needs more sharing good things. More good things to be shared, and I will force them down your throat if I have to. Luckily, it shouldn't come to that. Yo, we have an awesome guest today. Let me go ahead and bring her on. Ba 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 ba. Aaliyah, hello.
Hi. Hello.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
So good to
Thank
be
you
here.
so much for coming on to the show. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing hamtastic. For those that may not be aware, please introduce yourself.
My name is Aliyah. That's how you pronounce it. I know a lot of people get it wrong. I am a wolf VTuber, not a fox, not a cat, not a dog, not a hyena. Please. I go a woo. Uh,
Oh, woo!
I normally play FPS games like Apex, Rainbow Six Siege, Valorant, Overwatch. So you will mainly see those games when I stream.
True sniper wolf. Cool, cool, cool. Well, thank you again so much for coming on and sharing with me what you enjoy, which is a lot of them shoot bangs. Let's bring them up here. Ba bam!
Ooh.
The power of the shooter, the arena multiplayer battle royale online battle to the death. I don't know if there's actually like a good like term for all of them because I feel like arena shooter and battle royale and multiplayer shooter they almost have like different kind of definitions, you know?
Yeah, I just call them pew pew games.
Pew pew games. All right, you've heard it here, folks. There's Metroidvania, there's Zelda, there's Souls like, and then there's pew pew games. You can only be those three.
Yeah, pew
I, if only, what a world we live in. Oh man. So what would you say the pew pew games are kind of about? What's like some like break it down for me.
Um, honestly, personally, bloodthirst. Yeah,
Bloodthirst.
just
The insatiable desire of someone to just go ba 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 ba.
I mean, I don't know why, but I find the entertainment in hunting people down in shooter games. I can't explain why.
No, 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 trust me. Sometimes I look outside and it's just like,
Like,
society as a whole.
yeah, I just go
Why do
outside,
you make me feel this way?
go outside and just like, I can't commit a
Oh wait.
crime. I can't commit a crime, but let me go in Apex or something real quick
This is y'all's fault. This is y'all's fault.
just to feel happy.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just a lot of my friends would agree with you that it's just like, yeah, no, sometimes it's just fun to just go on there and just alleviate all the worries of the world
Yeah.
with every magazine. So, how did you discover them? What was kind of like your first one that you ever played?
My first shooter game was Destiny 1.
Ooh.
I played back when I first was a console player, actually. I played on Xbox 360. And
Ah.
then, of course, there was a DLC, but it wasn't allowed for the 360, so I had to move to the Xbox One, and then Destiny 2 came out. And then,
That was right. That was so weird. You couldn't play the Fallen King on Xbox
yeah,
360. It was too big for the
it-
discs or for the hard drive. It's so weird.
me and my old Xbox friends transferred over to Xbox One together so we can continue playing. Honest, it was like
Yeah,
my
that.
first like game that I actually enjoyed in a long time.
Oh, it's good you got to play it with some friends too. Cause yeah, that was a game where you had to like work together. Cause otherwise,
Oh, we were bad at
you
working
can't do a lot
together.
of those
We
things.
were bad at working together. We used to like
Oh no.
we would like we would troll each other, just fuck up just cuz. And when we do a raid, it's just like, oh yeah, let me jump off the edge real quick just to fuck it up.
You're on that complicated Destiny boss where it's got, all right, y'all need to like shoot the three orbs from the three
Oh
directions, and then you're just like, cuddle puddle, everyone down the right side.
yeah.
No, you can't hit the orbs from here. Cuddle puddle. Oh no, those are good times though with friends. You just like, yeah, no, we'll play the game how we want now, how the game tells us how to play it. That is cool. Destiny is a lot of fun. I haven't played as much Destiny 2. Did you have to like follow it throughout the different like ownerships of all the different things? Like, hey, here's Destiny. It's a uh Blizzard game. Now it's like an EA game. Now it's its own game, and now it's
And honestly, it's confusing. Um, I actually haven't been playing Destiny 2 as much lately. I think when I stopped was when in the story mode where Cade died. I was like so sad. As a
I
hunter main, that was traumatic for me.
wonder if that's still even in the story. I heard that they changed up a lot of like what worlds are available and what stories available.
I think
It's
I think that's still part of the story.
okay. It's sometimes hard to be a fan of these online games where it's like, all right, you missed some content. Good luck. You're like, no, wait, no. All right, I'll go back in time and I'll play it. I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have an answer for this right now, but I will in the future. See. What are some aspects of the pew pew that you find like the most enjoyable? Like, what's something like you hop into one and you're like, these are some things that I want to see, so I know I can just like have the most fun.
um, that's a good question. I personally enjoy playing Apex a lot. As of lately, they've been kind of slacking giving like content or like improvements. With Apex, what I like to see is,
Mhm.
me able to shoot my shots. I'm able to aim and shoot my shots and do all like the cool maneuvers. Not as cool as a lot of people, but like in my own way.
Oh yeah.
um, but like I said, I haven't been in. I've been trying to look for another game lately. Cause Apex, they have like a lot of bugs they still haven't fixed since like
Still, what? But they're on like season 27.
it's everything's just breaking at this point.
Is it the game too big now? It's like we put in too much. You can't handle it. Like Three Stooges syndrome.
Uh, Probably. I know two of their main issues so far, well, at least in my eyes, well, three. One was the audio, the game audio. Sometimes you can hear like the enemy's footsteps, and sometimes you just can't.
Oh, that's that not being consistent's gotta suck.
Yeah,
Oh my
and
god.
with Apex, the audio is very important. Like I need to know if the enemy's like right behind me, so I could just quickly turn around.
I know that's one of the things that's always supposed to be cool. That's why you get those like really good headsets with like the binomial audible 360-degree step noise.
Yeah, at one point I did
Yeah, Turtle Beach.
at one point I did thought that it was just my headset that was messing up, but then I realized everyone else was having the same issue.
Dang. Okay. Yeah. No. That's part of the gameplay. That's something that you definitely would want fixed for sure.
And then I know a lot of people just been randomly disconnecting from the game.
Wait, this ain't PUBG.
It's a lot of people just randomly disconnect, especially in rank. A lot of times it happens in rank. And it sucks because
That's the last place you want to
yeah,
disconnect.
like not only am I gonna lose points, but I'm also probably gonna lose. I'm gonna get a penalty for something I didn't do.
It wasn't my fault. It was y'all's fault. Y'all did this to me. I feel that way about Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. It's like I would like to finish this match, please. Oh no, it disconnected. Okay.
And then the last
Wah wah.
the last one would be like, you know, shooting the bullets at the enemy. Like I could put a full clip in one person and then sometimes they don't even take the damage.
Dang.
And then I get destroyed.
So I forget it. Does Apex have like set servers or are they like what's the term? do they use just like everyone else's kind of like broadband? Because I know in some cases where if like someone has like better specs on their PC, like they're technically moving ahead of what everyone else can see.
Mm, I'm not 100% sure, to be honest.
Oh, dedicated server and then peer to peer. Okay, that my brain just realized it. I would think with them being EA, like you would think, but who knows, right? They'd have dedicated servers, but
I,
that could also be part of the problem. Is like if maybe some people are closer to the dedicated servers, maybe they're like a little faster that way. It could be a whole bunch of things. That's the hard thing about multiplayer shooters is like not everyone not seeing the same thing at the same time, and it sucks
oh
because
yeah.
things the clicks of the controllers are happening all in real time. So you're like, no,
And then there's all the cheaters. I always
how?
used to a cheater.
Why would I mean? I know why people cheat on like these types of things, but like, why? Like, the is winning like that much of a like dopamine like injection that like even cheating you have to like you feel good about it? I can't
I've
imagine. Like,
always asked that question, like, why do you cheat? What's the reason? Like you're not winning anything, and you're just like, are you trying to prove you're good without trying to actually play? Like, what are you trying?
because it's not working.
Yeah,
It's-
is your aim so bad that you have to have like an aim bot, like aim assist or something?
I mean, we have a game for you. It's called Turok. You just do the cerebral bore or Mario Kart. Throw the spiky shell. You there you go. You can do those.
There's like this
Don't be ruining people's shoot bangs.
there's like this recent cheat where as a player, say if I'm like shooting at that cheater, like that enemy, with a fully like loaded clip in already, it would not shoot. It would make me instantly reload.
What?
Yeah.
Like that could be a thing that someone can make a cheat like that.
Apparently it's a thing. I've seen it in a couple of like bigger like Apex players do that, and it was just like I feel so bad.
Dang.
At least I'm not at the top of like I'm not the Apex Predator. I'm only like gold. But that sucks.
You're still a prettier metal than I would be if I played Apex. What is like pig iron? I would probably be there.
Honestly, I'm surprised I even made it to gold.
Nah, I've seen you play. You got the skills. You got that reaction time that's always impressive to me. Whenever like you see something like it looks like the mouse is moving before your brain's reacting.
I feel like I could get a lot better if I actually had like a team instead of solo queuing all the time.
I was gonna ask like do you play like any kind of like not professional team but like a set group of like 6 or 7 that y'all like take turns just kind of like yeah let's go
I
like
don't.
we're doing this today.
I'd be alone majority of the time.
No, we have to go find you some people. This is a call out. We need. I'll manage a first person shooter pro gaming team. It doesn't have to be called like the Ham Havocs, but I mean that would look good on a shirt. That's all I'm saying.
It was buy it.
It's- But no, yeah. Oh man, cheating. Ah, that's so frustrating. Like I would always hear about these like big controversies where it's like professional Counter Strike player get caught using an aim bot,
Oh
and then someone will
no.
like break down the footage where they're like, yeah, you see the gun pointing here, you see the cursor here, and then you just see like 5 people on the right side of the screen dying, and you're like, yeah, okay, that's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But then you see someone actually like playing good sometimes, and everyone's accusing them of cheating, and they're like, "No, they're not cheating. They're actually like doing like really well." I still can't believe some of the shots they're making, but but they aren't cheating,
Honestly, I get surprised at some of the shots I'd be making.
right? You just make that shot and you pray. I remember I was playing like Call of Duty Black Ops with my friends once, and it was I forget the name of the stage, but it was like this big cold open like warehouse kind of area, and there was this like cheat where someone could like jump up and just basically be in the middle of the sky, like really high up. Like I don't know how they're standing up there, but they were like up there completely. And most of a lot of the guns like they didn't have the range to be able to hit him. But but my friend Lumi Law, she just popped in the chat. She had a grenade launcher and just thumped it at just the right angle. It just like flew like Hail Mary field goal kick over the stage, popped him and killed him. And it was the most impressive thing I'd seen. It's like, you want to cheat? All right, it's not gonna stop me. Doop.
I remember in Valorant, I think this was like my first time sniping in Valorant. I don't know how. I at first I was playing like really bad with the sniper, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna still give it a try because like makes
Yeah.
perfect. But somehow I ended up getting an ace with just the sniper.
Yo, that always feels good. And yeah, that's always kind of the tricky thing with like Overwatch or Valorant or like the class-based ones, where you want to try the different stuff, but you don't want to like have like be the weak link in everyone,
Oh
because
yeah, you definitely don't want to be like the reason why the team is losing.
no, but you're like, I really want to try this power and I want to learn it, but I'm just not good with it. It's gonna take me a few rounds. Is that okay? Will y'all hate me forever? They're like, yes, we will. Like, no.
Especially with like Overwatch, Valorant, and Rainbow Six Siege. With those three games, it's like with your teammates, it's more like I don't know, they could get mad. Majority of the time, they do get mad, and it's just like, but I still want to try. I want to try
Yeah.
so and so.
That's a yeah. You know, you can't. You got to do your own thing sometimes, whether or not anyone's going to be happy or not. Yeah, you have to remember they're probably not going to be happy no matter what I do, and then you
That
just have
part.
to keep doing your thing.
I always remember that part. They'll be unhappy with whatever I do. Let's be honest. They'll be unhappy if
As long
I
as
start
I'm happy.
speaking.
Oh no. Oh my god, I'm sure that's probably. Oh, I swear. I can't. Every time you see like videos or streamers where the girl gets on like TeamSpeak and then just suddenly the quiet part in people's voices come out where it's just like, wow, every misogynistic racist thing could have come out in 5 minutes, came out in 2 minutes. It's like a speed run for being a terrible person. As soon as like a girl shows up in a chat, it's like
I've had moments.
I don't get it.
I've had moments where I was like top fragging in those games, but then every time, because it'd be like my teammates who don't know where like the enemies are, and I'm just like, I usually don't talk in VC, but when I'm like certain where the enemies are, because I can hear them from their screen when I'm dead, I'm just like,
Mhm.
hey, be careful, he's on your right. And then when they end up dying from the person on the right, even though they looked the left, they blame me. And I'm just like, there's like, stop talking. And I'm just like, I was trying to help because apparently you weren't listening.
Now you're right. You're other right.
Yeah, I
It's-
was right. He was on the right. And then he looked left and then gets mad because I did a perfect call out.
I've seen that in what was it, like Rainbow Six Siege? I watched some people play that, and they're like, they're in the room, they're in the room, they're in the room. Then they just like turn their back and they look up the stairs, and it's like, no, they're right there in front of you.
I'd be having some nice call outs and then nobody takes me seriously.
Like you're trying, darn it. Accept my help. That said, like having the whole voice thing really like changes the game. Like back in the day, whenever like the shooter online started, way back in the Unreal and Quake days, you can tell I'm an old ham because I remember that old janky broadband PC online plays. Uh, yeah, cheating was still the most rampant ever, but there wasn't much in the way of like voice chat at the time. No headphones, nothing like that.
Oh, yeah.
And then the Halo 2 started with the Xbox, and then Halo 2 became the biggest thing ever. And everyone was like, "Oh, you can play online with other people," and that's like super awesome. And then Call of Duty 4 came out, and then everyone could have fun playing shooters, and then that was super awesome. And then all of a sudden, like PUBG and Fortnite came out, and then suddenly there's like, "Oh, you don't actually have to play with people; you can just play for yourself." That's super awesome. And then Titanfall came out, and I love Titanfall 2. And then they made Apex, and now they don't make Titanfall anymore, so I'm conflicted.
I remember hearing about that because I remember um I think it was like a Titanfall player who hacked the Apex servers for the day. I remember
Oh,
I remember
I
that.
heard about that. I heard about that. They were so
Yeah,
mad. They were so
I
mad.
remember that so well because I believe it was on the 4th of July and I had nothing to do, so I stayed home and I was like, I'm gonna play Apex. I get on and it's like Apex is closed. And I was like, what? So I go to Twitter to find out why, just to find out it was being hacked because there was no more Titanfall. And I was like, why? Why do I have to suffer? I literally sat in my bed and cried all day.
It's so like look, I like Titanfall too. I think it's like one of my favorite like shooters like ever, but the company made the right choice. What was it, Respawn?
Mhm.
Like they had an opportunity to like throw something out there uh in the height of popularity because you only have like a small window to make it into one of the big three. Like let's not lie to ourselves. Like what was it, Dota, League of Legends? Like everyone tried to be the third, like MOBA.
Mhm.
No one could really do it except I think what, the Paladins. I think Paladins ended up being the third one, which I know I wouldn't have put my money on that. But yeah, like Lord of the Rings, DC, like so many people try to be the third MOBA. No. So you had the battle royales, you had your PUBG, you had your Fortnite. It's such a small window because everyone wanted it. Everyone wanted to be the Battleborn, the Overwatch.
Oh yeah.
No, make it now, put it out there now. Stealth put it out like there was no warning. It's like Apex is out. We're dropping it right now. Everyone play it. And then boom. And then you're like, oh, everyone's going to be playing this game forever. And they still are. And sadly, no Titanfall. But it's okay. You know what? It's okay. It's okay.
It'd be like
It's okay, Ham Ham. You can get giant robots soon and Armored Core.
that.
Ah.
It'd really be like that.
But it's okay. It's also just like the evolution of just like the genre, because
Yeah.
people don't think about it, but like the old Double Dragon like 2D like punching and kicking, like it wasn't for that. Like nowadays we get like the Devil May Cry and the Bayonetta, and they're just like the evolution of that like original idea. And that's what like Apex and everything is like, yeah, no, you took your original like Quake shooter and then you added like everything Call of Duty did, everything Halo did, everything PUBG tried to do. And then you put it all in one big field and then you just like mash people together.
And then everyone starts playing it.
Then everyone starts playing it. I think probably like the smartest thing was the fact that the field gets smaller. I think the introducing that like changed the name of the game. Because that's always the hard part about having like such a big open field is like, oh well, what do you do whenever there's not that many people? But when you shrink it, you actually like you create conflict in a game, and it actually has to get people moving and thinking and playing, and that's my favorite part to watch is whenever the field shrinks.
Honestly, the field doesn't even have to shrink for the conflict to happen. Once everyone starts hearing shooting, they run towards the danger. Like I was playing yesterday by myself and like no, it was with actually with two friends. And then it was the first circle. The ring hasn't even shrunk yet and it was already down to like five different teams. And I was like,
Oh my
how?
god!
The circle didn't even
Did everyone
shrink.
drop in the same area or
I
what?
honestly I don't know. I want to say they did. I want to say they all landed like somewhere near like the most chaotic spot.
And well, what's your favorite place to drop? Do you have like a set area that you prefer?
I mean, it depends on the map, to be honest, because you know they got like five.
Oh, they have 5 maps now. That's right. Oh man.
Yeah, personally, Storm Point. I don't really have a favorite. Everywhere I go, I just chaos, chaos. And then sometimes it's just like when I don't get the chaos, then I get bored because it's like just me running around at that point.
I have seen matches where someone lands and like they just don't run across anyone except for like the last like
Yeah,
field shrinkage. But they're looking for people too. They're like, all right, oh, I hear bullet. All right, I'm gonna run toward the bullet.
and then
There's no
there,
one here.
yeah,
There's corpses, but there's no one here. Damn it! All right, I'll keep looking. I'll keep looking. And it ended up in the top 3 by accident just because I couldn't find anyone.
now with uh the map World's Edge and the new one Broken Moon, those two have like like a specific drop that like more than maybe 7 teams go to. I never go to them because it's just so chaotic and then I don't feel like fighting for a gun and then I know I'm just gonna lose.
That is the case of like first one to get a gun there is is going to have an advantage. If like if like 7 teams or 21 people are fighting over the 5 guns in the area.
And it's usually like when I do drop to those areas, it's always a gun that I do not like. Like I get so
I'm trying to think about what would be like the bad gun, like a crossbow. You get a crossbow. What does that guy get? The automatic SMG. Like, can I at least get a good color with it? No, it's blue.
Let's see. Olympus, I love that map. My favorite. I at first I thought Olympus was the smallest map, but apparently it's not.
Hmm.
It looks small when you look at the map compared to the others, but then apparently I guess it's not. But I drop everywhere on Olympus. Sometimes,
I got you.
yeah, it's just like no matter where you go, you'll at least find a team.
That yeah, no, that's always a good feel. And definitely you have to drop somewhere where you can at least start finding some gear.
Yeah.
You just don't want to drop in the middle of nowhere where there's just like one little like pod. It's like all right,
Oh no, I had so many like randos drop me in the middle of nowhere with like maybe 1, 2 guns, and I'm just like, "There's 3 of us. What are you doing?"
what are you doing? I'm gonna go this way, and if y'all die, it's y'all's fault. It's-
And then they be trying to instantly get into a fight when I have like no weapons, so I had to smack them with my baton.
it reminds me of I forget the name of the YouTube people, but they do like skits on stuff. I think it's like Viva la I'll think of it here in a second. Anyway, it was about like arena shooters and like the going into a house and seeing like another player there, and one goes into one room and finds like a frying pan and like a baseball cap.
Mhm.
And then he steps out back in the hallway, and the other guy is like decked out with like assault rifle, shield, jetpack, and it's like, oh yeah, no, that's gonna be how it goes, isn't
Yeah.
it? The Viva La Dirt League. That's it. Yeah, Viva La Dirt League. Yeah, they do silly skits based on like MMOs and arena shooters and survival shooters. Funny stuff. Funny stuff. But yeah. So, do you have like a favorite character that you play in Apex?
I do. I play my favorite support character, Lifeline.
Ooh, support.
Even though I
Back in the days of Killzone 2 and Call of Duty, I would always bring support stuff just because I wasn't too good at the shooting, so I had to I had to make myself good, like useful elsewhere.
I'm actually an
But
aggressive support.
yeah, but I was gonna say, but Lifeline's more like the Mercy, where you go in and like you're like pow 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 pow.
Not even because I there's not really a lot of like Lifeline mains. Due to all the nerfs they do with her, it feels bad.
Maybe the healers get the most nerfs.
Yeah, it just never makes sense. But I tend to just do more shooting than the healing. Only time I will heal my teammates is if they beg. They gotta beg.
Yes. On your knees. I'm on my back, bleeding out. Well, roll over onto your stomach. That's technically on your knees.
But I like to go all in. I like to do more damage than feeling like I need to stay in the back. I have had a teammate who told me since I'm lifeline, I need to stay in the back.
A player just told you to stay in the kitchen. Oh my god.
They basically told me to stay in the kitchen, and then next thing you know, I was like, let me just run in at this full squad real quick, and I squad wiped, and he died. And now, when I grabbed his banner, he was like, "Okay, res me," and I'm over here looting, taking my time. And it was like, "Wait, I'm being defensive right now."
Yeah, no, no. I have
So,
to finish. I have to finish cooking.
yeah, you told me to be very passive, so that's what I'm doing. And they were like one of the toxic like character mains, the wraith. It's upsetting. I don't do
Boo.
wraith mains. Can't change my mind. Never again.
Never again. What are some of like your favorite guns?
I have a lot.
I want to know all of them. It's
All right, let's see. My first my first few would be R301, definitely spray and pray gun. R99, also spray and pray. Let's see. Peacekeeper, Wingman, Flatline, Volt, Kraber. I'm thinking there's a lot. Bowcheck is fun to use. I
Chat's claiming that you only like the ones with pretty
I,
skins.
I don't even have pretty skins. Respawn keeps giving us recolors, and it's ridiculous. I haven't seen an original skin since like I can't even remember. That's how long it's been.
Let's see. We're getting some more questions. Ideal loadout.
Oh, ideal loadout. I have a couple of those. Well, it's not a couple. It's like mainly four between four different guns that I use. But I do like the R99 Wingman, R301 Wingman, or sometimes when it's not Wingman, it's PK. So I
Okay.
would definitely always pick up R301 and R99. Not together though, because yeah, no. Maybe not together.
Depends on how you're feeling. It's like, yeah, no, today we're just gonna go all out. Just go Rambo.
Yeah, it's just between those four guns and how I'm feeling.
Okay. And do you usually have like good RNG with finding those, or do you or does your team try and steal them from you?
Um, Actually, we don't fight over the guns, to be honest.
Okay,
Espe
that's always good.
Especially with Peacekeeper. Not a lot of people pick up Peacekeeper no more, so I'm just like, okay, that's fine. A lot of them like to pick up Mastiff. I can't,
Oh yeah, I've heard
can't,
about the Mastiff.
I can't with Mastiff. I'd be hitting like 7 damage. I'm tired of 7. I don't want to look at that number.
Not a lucky number. Not a lucky number.
It used to be my lucky number. Now it's just like, no, not
Controller or mouse and keyboard? I mean, PC mouse and keyboard, I assume.
controller.
Controller? Me too! I can't use a mouse and keyboard to save my life.
I tried so many times to use a mouse and keyboard. I think I need. I think what I need to do is maybe take a month away from controller and practice more with mouse and keyboard. But
No, 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 no. You have the right answer. Don't let anyone lie. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
like
Controller master race.
when I played on mouse and keyboard, I think my highest kills was 9. But with controller, my highest kills is 13. And that's a
See,
lot.
the science already proves it.
And that's without aim assist, thank you very much, because aim assist sucks. Cannot change my mind.
Aim assist reminds me of like the auto turn in Mario Kart 8 where it tries to steer you
Oh
away
yeah.
from the edge, but you're not going that way, but it makes you into falling off anyway. You're like, no, no, I had my drift. I had my drift. You ruined it, game.
Oh my, I hate that.
Oh, it always just like does that slight adjustment where you weren't prepared mentally. You're like, I did not do that movement.
I'm gonna start telling people about that. I'm gonna start letting people know. You want to know what aim assist is like? It's like when you drift in Mario Kart, but the what you call it steers clear, and then you still fall because it says "fuck you."
Oh man, it's like we want to play the game. We don't want you to play the game for us.
But no, I was born and raised with controller. I haven't had my PC for that long, so it's just like I can't just like instantly get out of that mindset, you know?
Yeah,
It
I will probably never be able to adjust personally, even if I ever do get like a good PC. I'll always still either plug up like an Xbox controller or or something else, and just be like, yeah, no, this
Yeah.
this 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 is home to me.
Like there's people, who was not born, with PC, but they've had like that chance throughout their life to at least have a hands on with it. I did not have that chance because it was too. It's I don't have family members with PCs that much.
Oh, okay. So you didn't even like you weren't even acclimated to the PC culture
Mm-mm.
growing up. So you just kind of started dipping the toes in. Okay, I got you. See, you have an excuse. I don't. I'm just lazy. So, I've tried. I tried giving it the honest shot, but it would just never work for me. My little ham fingers just can't do the steering and the. I'm not adjusted for lean. How about that? That's all right. I can jump in Mario pretty good, so I'll take that win.
That's a win in my book.
I say I'll do that, but I'll still just like jump right off the edge. I'm
Oh,
like, no, I missed the platform. Let's see. You play some stuff besides Apex. I think you said Valorant, right?
yes. I play
Let's see.
Valorant, Rainbow Six Siege,
Oh, okay. You play Siege
Overwatch.
too. Nice.
Yes.
I would like to play Siege, but I find it so hard to kind of get in at this point. It feels like there's so many things.
I haven't played in a while though. I wonder. I think there's some new characters that I haven't seen before in there.
I wouldn't be surprised. It always feels like there's something. They had like a near automata like crossover. I was just like, wait, what? What? Oh, Amelia wants to know, have you been in any kind of tournaments?
Actually, I can officially say yes. I've been in my first tournament. It was actually not too long ago.
How'd it go?
Um, let's see. We was playing Apex. This was an Apex tournament. For black women or anyone presenting as a woman, trans women, all you know. But at first it started off great. I had the communications with the team. It was amazing. I got a lot of kills. I've done a
Oh,
lot of damage, and then I've made some friends along the way too. So it's just like really.
oh, that's the best.
And then
Yo,
we
let's
all had
go.
the first team I had because it was like four different teams.
Oh,
It
okay.
was
They
it was
kind
more
of like
yeah.
split you up.
It was more of a switch up a lot. But the first team, we all had like that same mindset, like, "Hey, listen, I'm not that good, but I'm gonna do my best." And then he's like, "Oh yeah, me too." And I was like, we were just vibing, but we did pretty good. The second half, I did pretty bad, but I still had fun and met some cool people.
No, that's awesome. It's always good when you when you have a good experience throwing yourself out into the community like that. And not just be like sandblasted or immediately just like, all right, well, I'm never going to do that again because it was such a bad time. I was trying to think something that came to me. Do you think that it's better for like all three people to kind of work well together, or do you think at least personally every like all three people just trying to like play single player themselves like on a team?
Oh no. Okay, so like definitely work together. I've had so many games where like there's the super aggressive one that leaves the team behind while they're looting. And then you got the one
Oh,
person.
just like just leaves the team
Yeah,
entirely.
just leaves the team
Wait,
entirely.
no, that's. I'm like, no, you still stick together, dude. Not that.
And then like
That's too aggressive.
and then you got like that one person who's like playing that defensive character and who's just like kind of in the buildings because they do more damage. They're that type of character inside the buildings. And then
So they want to be like the John Wick, Jackie Chan.
yeah, and then there's me, like that middle person who can learn, like I can learn to adapt to other people's like play style, but with two people just playing like two differently, I don't know which one to choose.
You're gonna have to sacrifice one of them. You know it.
Yeah, usually
Flip the coin.
majority of the time I will go with the aggressive player because one hand I do want to get into a fight, but on the other hand it's like I don't want to leave the person behind us.
uh, I just imagine it being like Blue Lock, where just everyone's trying to be like the number one killer on the team, so everyone's like competing with each other instead of working together. You have to devour your teammates if you want to survive in this world.
I try my best to like change my playstyle if I have to, if necessary.
You know, it's kind of a shame there's not like anime or more shows based on like pro pew pew games.
Mm.
I was gonna say probably the closest would have been that Sword Art Online spinoff, but that one wasn't. That one was really weird. What are some things you'd like to see maybe like them fix or going forward in regards to ask her about the Pathfinder that quit team. There's a Pathfinder that just
Who
quit the
said
team.
runes? Okay, so it was a duos match. It was a duos match, and it was like right. We just landed at a building together. We was looting, and then I noticed Pathfinder was getting into a fight with someone. Now I've my mindset. I'm thinking, is it just one person or is it two people? So I go in anyways, and then I look at the person Pathfinder's shooting at, and then I use my wingman, shot that person once, and then they died. And then Pathfinder looks at me, shoots at me, and then like stares at me. And then after that,
What?
left.
What? What?
Yeah, I guess they got mad because I took their kill.
Oh my god. Oh, what a small wee wee that person must have.
I was like, my bad. And then when they
I,
left,
I
I was
would have
like,
been
I
like
don't
so
regret it
thankful
though.
if someone else could kill someone that I can't kill.
They looked like they were struggling.
I could just. I'm sorry. Just imagine on the other side, just like, oh, how dare you ruin this experience for me? I'm going. I'm gonna go get in my Hummer and just rev the engine really loud for the next hour. The kids feel like a big person.
And then there was this one match where this was off stream though. I was teaching a friend how to play Apex. So we was in orientation mode because with new players it instantly takes us into orientation mode.
Yeah, you can't
Um
throw him to the wolves just yet.
which is that's orientation mode is really new. Like I've never gotten that experience. I just went straight in cuz they didn't have that mode. But it was a cool experience, and then we had like this third teammate. Mind you, in orientation mode, majority of the players in that game mode were like actual bots. Like, just training bots that actually move, play, shoot,
Yeah,
you know. And then of course there's like one or two like actual teams that are full of, actual players. But then there's this our teammate on the final like team. We killed them and the teammate got mad. I was like, "Oh my god, you stole my like 20 bomb." And I'm just like, "Are you really proud of just killing 20 bots? Like, was it that deep that you had to get mad at me?"
is there like an achievement for that or something?
No, there's no
What?
achievement for that.
I'm gonna say it's like maybe it was like a personal goal. I
No,
even
I
then,
don't
it's like still, it's like
I
a personal problem, bro.
I don't know cuz like I said most of the players were bots. So, I know there's an achievement for I believe a 20 bomb and like doing a certain amount of damage. I know there's an achievement for that. But like again, there's bots and I doubt they're gonna count that.
Yeah, nah, you can't cheat that achievement.
You're right.
An achievement. Nice. That's look when you're in a training area, that's like the last place you should be bitching at people. That's like that's faux pas. That's player decency. Why am I trying to fix society? I can't do that. People are going to suck.
mind you, I was teaching a friend how to play, and then the the third teammate, they knew what they was doing, so I'm assuming it was like an alt account because you can't get in orientation mode unless you're an actual new account.
Oh, Smurfs. I've dealt with Smurfs before.
Yeah, and I'm just like, just get on your normal account and actually fight people. What are you doing? Who's hurting
What are you doing?
you?
What is this for? What are you fighting for?
Because it's like, are you here to just like fuck up the new players? Like, what's the reason? They don't know how to shoot or aim.
I, t- I taught them bad on purpose as a joke. I I have lost, therefore I am the victor.
I think he ended up with like
Oh,
16, 15 kills.
I mean, you should be proud of that, but it's not the point. It's not the point,
It's
bro.
not. The point was to teach new players how to play.
If you want to swag and show off your drip, I don't know, Instagram. Can you do selfies in Apex now? I don't know.
I mean, sorta, kinda. Yeah.
Gotta swag off those fancy gun skins.
The limited edition weapon skins.
Yeah, it's like the periwinkle one, but it's a little more lighter blue.
I hate recolor so much now because of Apex.
Do you like red and green? Well, what about red-ish greener? Hmm. It's not quite Christmas, not quite sports color, but let me tell you, you're gonna feel like you missed out on a drop. That's for sure.
It's like, "Oh, you like the red flames? How about this purple flames?" And I'm just like, "Okay, okay, I'm done."
I'm done. That's it. That'll be $500, please. No, I don't want them. You gotta buy them. Never, never. I bought the season pass. Isn't that enough game?
It's never enough. Even the season pass
Not for
aren't worth
them.
it.
Now, I imagine after a while, like diminishing returns on those is always gonna happen. Let's see. So, what would you kind of recommend in regards to people like wanting to start off with pew pews? Like, uh, would it be like try and find like you did, like have a friend teach you, or just kind of go in blind? Would you recommend like watching like some YouTube stuff beforehand? Like, do you have any advice for people that are nervous about pulling the trigger?
Personally, me, I just went straight in. I no balls,
No fear.
no. I have no fear. I went straight in, but I would definitely say at least grab a friend who plays the game, so they can teach you. It's like if it's your first time, 'cause like there's some games that don't have like training mode or like orientation and stuff like that, and it just puts you straight in. Definitely get a friend, at least one or two. Do not jump in with like four different randos, cuz they will be on your ass. I promise you.
No, no bullying.
They will bully, especially
Oh.
especially with the uh Rainbow, Apex, and Valorant community, especially Valorant community. Definitely grab
Well,
a friend.
Valorant's the same, or I was gonna say if it's born from the League of Legends community, that wouldn't surprise me at all. There's toxic, and then there's like beyond toxic,
Yeah.
and then below that's the League of Legends community. They're so mean.
All I can say is just grab a couple of friends. Do not go in alone if it's like your first time playing.
Yeah. So that's cool though. But yes, let us take some more questions from the chat questions. If y'all have chat that y'all would like to get, ask either me or Ellie. Can't even talk right. Ah, please feel free to ask us questions in the chat. And no, do not spend your money on Genshin Impact. Don't do it. Don't
It's
save
not
it.
worth it.
It's not.
Runes, how many
Although I wish there was an easier way to unlock characters in that game, then I would actually play it.
times- It's not worth
I don't.
it.
I if the game has to have like an alternate way to just unlock characters. It can't all just be random gotcha for me. Otherwise, I'll never play it. At least in like Siege, you can earn
Yeah,
points and monies in game to buy the classes. You don't always have to just roll for them.
Genshin, it takes too long to get like the free primo gems.
The first hour they dumped them on you, and then after that, good luck. If
So if I don't get the character, I don't get him. If I get him, I get him.
I don't get the character, I uninstall. Gotcha.
It's like if I don't get the character, I won't play for like another good 2 months or so.
Jeez. I heard recently Call of Duty is introducing like skins that you have to roll for that have buffs.
Oh no.
And my brain is just like, that feels really like counterintuitive to everything that the shooter's supposed to have in it. But then I'm like, oh wait, it's Activision. Okay, I'm not surprised.
Like it's like with Apex, there's in their shop right now, they have all they have is recolored weapon skins. And it's like, why would I spend money on those? And then you can't even get those. You have to get the original skin first before you can get the recolored. That's why they
Wait,
also
what?
yeah, that's why they also
What?
have the originals like weapon skin and then the recolor in the same shop, and it's like I I don't even why.
Oh my god! Like I know when you said the recolor sucked. I didn't even realize that you had to have the original color before you could get a
Yeah,
recolor.
no, because
That's double
I
dumb.
looked at the recolored and I was curious on why it was locked, and it said at the bottom, "Oh, you can't get this because you don't own the original skin." And then I go to the original skin, and it's like, "Oh, you could buy this." I was like, "Oh, yeah, no, they just want money. They're broke.
They just
They're
want
broke.
money.
Just say
Just say it.
it."
Just say this was only about the money. I can take it. I knew what I was getting into. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday.
Someday.
Oh man. If there's one thing you could like ask for improvements on Apex, like Armchair CEO, like what would you do? What would you do for it going forward?
Improve. Get rid of all the cheaters, please. I want to
Actually have good anti-cheat. You know what? That's fair.
I want to enjoy the game without getting shit on by a cheater and then them teabagging me as if
Have to have the
anything.
cheaters only be able to play on cheater only servers. When everyone has aimbot, suddenly no one has aimbot.
And let's see. Yeah, I think that's about it.
And that sucks.
I think it
Cheating is just
it sucked the joy out of a lot of like players that lately I believe the game like not many people have been playing the game lately. That's why people want to
no.
queue up in matches now. At least that's what I think. I feel like that's the reason why it's been taking so long to queue up is because not a lot of people have been playing it because Apex refuses to fix things.
Yeah. That's also kind of why they not canceled, but got rid of the mobile one, isn't it? Just players just were tired of dealing with all like the cheaters and the random crap, so they
Yeah.
just stopped playing and it just wasn't worth keeping it up anymore.
Feels bad
People on mobile games cheat like hell.
feels bad to the people who spent money on the mobile game.
Oh, I can't.
Actually,
A mobile game is another person's piggy bank.
I believe they canceled they because there was an event on mobile, and I know a couple of people spent like $160 for like the heirloom shards.
Oh my god.
So after that, they announced they was going to like get rid of Apex Mobile, and which was like the shittiest thing.
That's yeah, no, that was planned that way for a reason. It's like, all right, let's wait for this festival to be done and then we'll announce it. Don't announce it beforehand. Ah, it's like insider trading, but for being devious. Why do companies have to be so evil? Just make things fun forever, please.
Like they can have my money as long as they, are upfront.
Also, just fix it. Fix it when it breaks. Make sure the footsteps I can hear around me. That's all I'm asking for. Let me fix the tank whenever it's driving away. That's the video is showing.
I saw it. I was like,
I want to thank my friend Lumila for providing me this battlefield footage. I don't really have many shooters on hand that I could have recorded for the background stuff. Um, but yes, no, thank you so much for coming on to hang out. Please let everyone in the chat know what you got planned coming up.
um, to be honest, I just stream whenever. I don't have much planned. I do,
Yeah, let's go.
I do have a new model coming in though soon.
Oh,
It's currently
doing a new debut or just
it's a
just like
debut.
gonna be like, yo, let's go.
It's a, it's a pretty big milestone for me. Um, got a new model, two new designs, and one new hairstyle.
Yo, it's gonna be so fancy. I'll keep an eye on the Twitter so I can see it because I want to
That
see.
definitely keep an eye out on my Twitter. I will keep everyone up to date. Everything is almost done. I'm still waiting for like video I have planned to finish, the rigging to finish, and then that. Oh, and the power. I still gotta finish the PowerPoint. But yeah, once
You
those
can't spell PowerPoint without procrastination. I know that feeling.
are done, once those are done, I will officially set a date. I don't like to set a date when nothing's finished because it's just
Yeah,
I don't like
no, that
rushing.
also that puts too much pressure on you and it puts like extra pressure on the artist for no reason. It's
Exactly. I could never understand how people do that. It's like, why are you?
like it's not ready by this date. Well, it's like just change the date.
They'll,
Or like you said, don't put a date till everything's done.
they'll they'll wait till like the last minute to do like the rigging, and be like, oh, don't guys, don't worry. I got a set date, but the rigging's not done. And it's just like, why? The
Why?
rigging takes forever.
Rigging is hard. We're gonna have Egan on the talk show Wednesday, and he's gonna be talking about rigging because he has been learning the steps and processes. So everyone, feel free to stop in on Yo You Like That Wednesday at 6 p.m. CST, 7 p.m. EST
Ooh,
to get to hear about the woes and trials and tribulations of a rigger.
I am have to tune in on that.
I am excited. I have questions I want to ask. I want to know the struggles. The mountain that feels too high to climb. It has no peak. It's just looking at Mount Doom, going like, well, one step at a time. All right, and what is it? Later tonight, in about an hour, we will be streaming Resident Evil Dead Aim here on the channel. So feel free to check back later if you want to see one of the forgotten Resident Evil games. Because man, no one remembers Dead Aim. Oh man, thank you again so much for coming by and hanging out. It was a pleasure to have you here.
No problem.
And everyone, thank y'all for coming by to hang out in the chat and watch. Or if you're watching the VOD, thank you for that as well. And I hope you all have a lovely day. Bye, Q.
Bye.